Oh my god! The mountain... What is that thing?! The mountains are collapsing! What's up, guys? I'm Jasinski. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the Banner Saga. Last episode, we finally made it to Ridgehorn, that blasted tower, and we discovered that the Dredge had been fighting a Mender, and an ally of his named Juno, I think. I can't remember the Mender's name off of the top of my head, but they were fighting the Dredge, and the Dredge had defeated them. They had killed Juno, but not the Mender, and we rescued them. We beat all the Dredge there, but unfortunately, while we were trying to make our escape, Ludin, the dumbass he is, or was, rather, rushed off by himself with Yrsa and Bercy and his men, trying to get out of there before we were ready, really, and ended up dying and losing everyone, almost. So, we lost Ludin, we lost Bercy, we lost Yrsa, which really sucks. Our first losses in this campaign, really. But we continued on, and when we got to Grofheim, we learned that it had been sacked by the Dredge. It was burning, and it was just a horrifying sight. I was totally not expecting that. And then we finally came back to Rook and Ivor and Alette and the whole company there from Skogr, and we discovered that the guy who was apparently the captain of the guard here was not. As soon as things started going awry, he went up and he killed the chieftain and he took over. So now we're going to steal his supplies and get the hell out of here. So we're going to go ahead and check in on our heroes here, because we did have a combat where we had a few people get injured. Yes, Hogan and Rook were injured, and it looks like we do not have an option to rest back on the main map, but we're going to go ahead and start getting people leveled up here. Ivor got promoted. We have 33 renown here to use. He only needs 5 to get him up to level 2, I think. And then we're going to go ahead and give him a couple more points in his armor, because he's really our strong man, and I really want him to be on the front lines always. And it looks like he can be promoted again, which we're going to go ahead and do, because him at level 3 would be just fantastic. And then we're going to go ahead and get one more point in his exertion, and then we'll give him another point in strength so he can do more damage as well. Now we have a level 3 hero, so we can give him the Tortoise Band if we want, which I think would be a great idea, so we're going to go ahead and give him that. There you go, buddy. Now he'll get +2 armor every time he rests. Hogan also leveled up, but he's injured, so I'm not going to take him into battle, but we can take this man named Onef, and we can take Mogan, Hogan's brother. I'm hopeful for Onef. I don't know if he's going to do great or bad or whatever, but we'll see. He has pretty balanced stats, 9 armor, 9 strength, but we'll see how he does. And then we're going to go check out the market. We only have 18 renown, so we can't really spend anything. We do have some items here. Serpent Earrings gives you plus 10%, dodge, strength, +3 will per kill, +1 movement, and 10% dodge strength, and 1 armor a turn. That sounds really nice to have. We can just keep regaining that, so I'm just going to go ahead and get that for us. And I think now we're going to go ahead and head to the supplies. Onef leads you to an inconspicuous building. "This is them," he says to the handful of guards inside, who lower their weapons. In a concealed basement, you find an enormous store of food and sundries. "Grab what you can," he mutters. We shouldn't leave all these people to die. They should have a chance, unless this is just his, like, special, like, supply. So, I mean, I think this is just his special supply. So I think we should just take what we can and destroy the rest. That way he can start feeling the squeeze that everyone else has been feeling, because he hasn't had to suffer like the rest of us. So let's take what we can and destroy the rest. You have each person in the caravan come through and take as much as they can. It amounts to only a modest portion of the whole, but you don't have time to clean them out. Ooh, 80 supplies. As you're about to take off, you toss a torch into the room. "That'll definitely get Eccles' attention." "That'll definitely get Eccles' attention," says Ivor, as you escape the city with your ill-gotten gains. Billowing smoke rising behind you. Onef and his trusted fighters join you. We got 32 fighters from that. Alright. And now we can leave. which I think is the best idea now. We have 29 days of supplies. I think we should use the rest of our renown to get as much supplies as we can. So we're just going to go ahead and grab all the supplies here. Get us up to 31 days. And then we're going to get out of here. Outside the walls, things are a mess. Dredge are everywhere. Fortunately, they're going around the hill on which Frostvellr sits, heading south, and show little interest in following you as you cross into the wastes. You're finally free of Frostvellr, but find yourself facing new problems. You hope that whoever Ivor knows at Wormtoe is willing to help. And we're off. We should rest in camp to cover morale. Yeah, our morale is not great. We're gonna make camp. I don't know if this is Hogan or Mogan, so we'll talk to him real quick. Just take it easy for a while. People are noticing. Oh, they've noticed, have they? We're on the edge of dying daily. You want me to take it easy? Gods, I should be plowing twice as many fields. You understand? Don't get us thrown out of this caravan, Mogan. It's not just you who suffers. Right, so you get married, have kids, now it's supposed to settle down too, yeah? What happened to... The two brothers clam up as you approach. That's right, I've got a kid to take care of. Cool your head, Mogan. Hogan departs, leaving Mogan looking awkward. Rook, what brings you around? I just heard yelling. I came to check it out. You come running every time you hear yelling? Must be why you look so tired. Look, it's not secret. I like women, Rook. They like me. They like the scar. Forget it. Listen, all this death. Every night half the caravan cries itself to sleep. Pathetic. Come on, Rook. Be honest. This is good living. Half the world just tilling soil till they keel over. What kind of life is that? We're lucky. You could go your whole life with no goals, no purpose, nothing to fight against but boredom and hunger. I'm glad for all of this. I get what you're saying, but look at it like this. We're fighting to the death almost every day, yeah? You can curl up in a little ball of fear. You can go hide in the woods eating nuts and appreciating leaves or some nonsense. Or you can enjoy the struggle. Know which one I pick. Anyway, just so you know, I'd never go for a let. Promise you that. Or Oddleaf. All yours. Appreciated, Mogan. You depart, unsure whether your opinion of Mogan changed for the better or the worse. So he likes to sleep around. Alright, we need to rest up. We're at normal morale now. I think one more day of rest. Yeah, we're at good morale. Alright. And everyone's rested up now, which is great. So we're going to head and leave out. And continue across the wastes. Some clansmen have discovered a large patch of wild fruit. When you approach, you see some people have begun to sample them. A mother frets about whether they're safe after overhearing one of the children say that it tastes funny. Others start gathering by the basketful. I need to take a bite myself. Several watch as you taste the fruit. You pause after swallowing and feign choking. A light rushes to your side in a panic, but your laughter soothes everyone's concern. Soon, everyone is a little tipsy from the fermented fruit, and spirits are high. Well, that's good. I'm glad I was able to. I'd rather myself take the, get poisoned or not. Oh, shit. The caravan is buzzing with worry. In the distance, someone has spotted a large number of dark figures following you. The Dredge! Cries one woman, but something about it tells you they don't quite look like Dredge. Gods be damned, chokes Onif, standing on one of the carts to get a better view. Worse than Dredge. That's Ekel! The news spreads throughout the clansmen like wildfire. Ekel, why would he? Unless he's after you, Onif. He's insane, interjects Onif. And unpredictable. That's a good number of fighters with him. Your mind races concerning what to do. I don't know if we can outpace him. We have women and children with us. We need to keep him away from the caravan. We can't let him harm our people. So, we'll charge him head on and take him down. You gather Onif, your allies and fighters, and head on to the waste, weapons drawn, where the caravan won't be involved. Rook, my good friend, he says as you approach, throwing his axe on the ground. We come to parley. not fight. What? Why would I believe a word you say? Rook, we were good friends. What happened? You tried to kill us. Just go back to Frostvellr and leave us alone. Ah, Rook, it's your pretty girl. I'm glad nothing happened to her. With the dredge, I mean. Fuck off, dude. My friends, how could I forget everything you've done for me? Broke into my city, took my warriors, took my food, and then set the rest on fire. That was a nice touch. Took one of my best men. How are you, Onef? Do they treat you well? Shove it up your ass, Echo. If you came out here to kill me, let's get it over with. Nothing like that. You must think you know me. Or people like me. What Onef tell you? I'm crazy? I think that's pretty obvious. I haven't survived because I'm crazy. I did what had to be done to make it in Frostvellr. The only mistake I made was you. What kind of man are you, Rook? You look like an average man to me. A man worried about his daughter, maybe, just making his way. But then look behind you. How many people is that? They follow you, fight for you. Why? What kind of man are you? I protect my kin. I'm protecting my people. It's more than that, isn't it? You think everyone was born to lead, make hard decisions? Who do these people think you are? You saved them. You're a hero. Maybe that's more important than who you really are. What's your point, Ekel? I'm your prisoner, Rook. Bind my hands. Frostvellr is done. I can't survive that, thanks to you, my good friends. You may not have cut my throat, but you sentenced us to death. I don't believe that's who you are. Is this some kind of apology? You can't trust me, I know that. Take me and my men as prisoners if that's what it takes. Echo looks down at the ground and the words come slowly to him. I'm not above begging. We can't feed these guys. What's your opinion, Onef? I'd be a hypocrite if I told you to leave them. I don't know, Rook. You don't know me. How could you trust my word any more than his? I'm behind whatever decision you make. Oh, man. I'm afraid he's going to betray us. This guy is crazy. Like, there's no doubt about that. But I'm really afraid he's going to betray us. But we could use the men. But we can't feed that many people. We took what we could. No. We can't feed them. We can't use them to protect us. We can't trust them. So we're going to leave them in the wastes. Things are hard enough as it is. You have your allies gather up the weapons from Echo's fighters. I can't take a chance like this. Don't try to follow us. Now you're taking our weapons and leaving us in the wastes? Why didn't you just put a knife in my head the second we met, Rook? Do we not even deserve a good death? Alette grips your arm tightly. Wait, Dad, we can't do this. They're people, like us. What if our clansmen do start to lose hope and look at you differently? I don't want to feel that way. Don't become someone who isn't my dad. If that's what you have to do, do it. Please, for me, don't do this. Damn it, Alette. Very well. We'll make Ekel prove himself. We need fighters. You fight the dredge just like the rest of us. You fight for everyone now, not just yourselves. And if you even look the wrong way at a single man, woman, or child in this caravan, there will be no hesitation about killing you on the spot. You do us a great honor that I had hoped, Rook. These people are right to follow you. You'll have no trouble from us. I may be reckless, but I pay my debts. The caravan eyes them suspiciously, but they try to fit in, following your orders. You expect to hear complaints about this. Things are definitely becoming complicated. Yep, definitely complicated. Now we only have 24 days of supplies. Is this a godstone? More people here, too. You find a surprising number of people camped out at the Godstone. They've been here quite a while, ever since the sun stopped. Apparently they think Radomir, the sun god, has come back, and they're worshipping him despite the bleak environment. They welcome the caravan, mingling and swapping stories with the others while you rest. They have almost nothing of value to trade, but their leader approaches and offers to let you join in their tribute. What's this tribute involve? Gullenfiri, one says, showing you a golden liquid in a silver bowl. He places some on his chest, which almost sounds like it's sizzling, and he explains through clenched teeth it's a gift from the sun god, an oil that burns like the sun and lets them see things clearly. I'll try this myself. Bravely, you give the offer a chance. When you apply the oil, your skin starts to burn like a hot brand, but you bear it. It doesn't reveal any secrets of the universe, but the worshippers are impressed by your courage and give you more oil to take. Let's inspect the Godstone, as we always do. Nobody can really agree on what Radomir looks like. As fond as he was of his own isolation, he never directly contacted humanity. Most think he was a serpent that lived in the sun, and it's not uncommon to hear speak of seeing the tail of a great creature slipping through the thin clouds on a sunny day. Radomir was always one of the lucky gods, the kind who people thanked for good weather, healthy livestock, and a good harvest. Despite all that, the biggest mystery has always been how his Godstone came to be found at the bottom of a dried-out lake. After some rest, you continue on. The sun god worshippers are keen to stay, so you pack your things and return to the road. Oh, it gave us an interesting item there. Yeah, I saw those vultures too. Several people have noticed black vultures circling above the caravan, taking advantage of the light snowfall. They pose no threat, but they have a visible impact on the mood of your clansmen. The next time you look back, Oddleaf is firing arrows into the air, which nearly tank the birds once or twice. "Get lost! No dead down here!" she shouts to nobody in particular. Let's shoot at those vultures as well. First person to knock one out of the sky gets their wish granted, you announce. Some of the caravan give it a try, including Aled, enjoying the sport and turning around morale. It's no big surprise when one of the Oddleaf's blue-feathered arrows brings down a bird. "You know," says Oddleaf, scanning the caravan, "a lot of these women, they could do this." You can tell from the look in her eyes she's excited about the idea. "I think I'm going to start training them how to fight." Yeah, that's a really good idea. I think that's a really good idea, Oddleaf. We could have more people fighting, and we could protect us from the dredge. So yeah, go ahead and do that. We can always use more fighters, you tell Oddleaf. If Aled is any proof, you know how to train someone with a bow. Oddleaf gives you a smile. She heads off to some of the women in the caravan, showing them the vultures she shot down. Fuck those vultures. They won't make us sad. Morale's just good now. "Someone's been nicking extra goods from the supplies," a concerned woman tells you. "Counted these myself yesterday, no mistake. This keeps up, we'll all be starving before long." Let's post a few extra guards to watch the supplies. To deter any further theft, you discreetly place some trusted guards by the caravans. You hear a few people casually point out the extra manpower, but nobody seems to raise an alarm for now. We'll know who's stealing this extra supplies. We need that food. I think we're almost out of the wastes. Weak morale. We'll rest for a day. And then keep going. We're almost out of the waste, guys. Don't worry. There it is, Wormtoe. The caravan consists of more clansmen than you ever expected. Accusations of stolen chickens, missing heirlooms, and concerns over daughters' virtues are the sorts of things you hear relentlessly. Even fighters complain of spreading too thin to protect everyone. Let's form a council to handle these problems. That sounds like a good idea. You select a few older members to solve everyday issues, but infighting neuters their progress. Damn it! Other members feel they could do a better job. Ultimately, while it buys some time, the council dissolves, tired of the thankless and demanding work. We tried. We're almost to Wormtoe, guys. I can see it beyond this forest.
Wormtoe was never the kind of place someone would build a town. Fittingly, the Varl living here aren't known for welcoming visitors with open arms.
Well, hopefully they'll accept us nonetheless. The Varl find you before you see them. Not surprising with this many people behind you. With weapons drawn, they demand to know why you're here, but back down when Ivor tells them he's come to see someone named Krumer. Well, I'll be damned. Krumer, it's been a long time. Yeah, it has. So what brings Ingvar to Wormtoe with his own village of humans? Bad news. Dreads are coming down from the north. We barely made it this far. That is dire news. Come, we have food. We'll discuss more in the mead house. As you follow the old Varl into their meager town, you catch him quietly saying, "If it were anyone else." I've talked with the warriors here. I'll be honest with you. Half want to go north and find out what happened at Blotzbalker. Some think we should go to Grofheim instead. None of them are happy you're here. What do you think? If I had it my way, I'd stay here and let the dredge come. But you made this a problem, didn't you? We can't feed this many people for long, even if they don't eat much. This is a Var town. Most of us take care of ourselves. You've got women, children. We could pitch in, make this place livable. It doesn't work like that. These Varl are here to get away from civilization, not make one. It's Krumer's call. It won't be long before dredge are here too. No, it won't. If there's one thing we should do, it's tell Yorunder what's going on. Who's Yorunder? Var King. Well, as close to one as we have. Ingvar, where do you find these people? Stay here and rest. But once yours are ready to go, we do. I'm going to see off those who want to head north. But I'll join you to Grofheim. More travel? No, we've already come so far. Stop the pouting, girlie. Even if Yorunder won't listen to a tired old Varl like me, I have a feeling they'll pay attention to your friend Ingvar here. They'll listen to Ivor? Ha! He hasn't told you. Of course he hasn't. Do what you need to, but don't be long. What do you mean? Let's talk to Krumer. Krumer, can you spare a moment? Mostly no, but I'll try. I never had a moment to thank you for your hospitality. Consider it done, then. So, who is Ingvar? Ha! I'm not surprised he never told you. I'm just surprised he can stand being around anyone at all. Your friend was one of us, long ago. I mean, the dredge-bashing type. He was called Ingvar then, and if you want to know why he changed his name, best ask him as yourself. I'm too old to peddle and gossip. Why, how did you get all these Varl to follow you? Respect, young one. After the Second Great War, wasn't much left for me to do, so I started training other Varl to fight. Got tired of that, made a place in Wormtoe. They still come calling, even with no wars to speak of. Seems like that may be changing, though, don't it? Any wisdom on fighting dredge? Depends how much you know. They're all armor. Tap 'em hard enough, though, and it'll shatter. Line up a whole row of slag, and they'll explode on each other all the way down. You get in a big brawl, half your time is spent setting them up for it. And if you see one bang his axe like a tuning fork, try to kill him quick. Sometimes the slag he's calling won't even show up. I best leave you to your business. I suppose you should. Take care, friend of Ingvar. We can't talk to Ivor right now. Let's see where we are on the map. Wormtoe. Yeah, we've crossed the Nordfelling Wastes. We're very close to Grofheim. I wonder if Hakon and his fellows are still there. We'll probably end up going by the King's Barrow, more than likely, and coming up this road. Alright. We need to rest, because our people are extremely tired. Let's check out the market. We don't have any renown, so we can't really do anything. So we should just rest. I probably need to stop trying to level up people as much. One more day. Alright, guys. We're gonna head out. We need to go. Grothheim's quite a few days out, says Krumer. But nothing worse than crossing the wastes, I imagine. If there's anything you might be safe from Dredge, it's there. You steel yourself for another long march, and half the town of Wormtoe joins you. 62 Varl, plus 20 supplies, that's pretty good. They gave us another day of supplies. Flurry of snowfall seems to come out of nowhere, and quickly thickens until you're unable to see the man in front of you. You shout out a complete halt, but the screaming winds drown out the sound. A day passes before the blizzard abates, and clansmen start to reappear from the snowdrifts. It quickly becomes apparent that not everybody is where you last saw them, and a quick search of the area is not enough to recover all the missing clansmen. We need to make a thorough... We need to find these people. I need to protect these people. We need to make a thorough search. It takes time to establish proper search teams, but you devise a way to quickly cover as much ground as possible. After a full day of searching, you find many survivors, but your successes are dampened by a number of frozen bodies, and others who have simply vanished. Disheartened, you return to travel. Damn. We lost 21 people there. I'm gonna go up this massive hill here. Another day, guys, another day. Well, while walking, the words of a mother's song reach you. It's soothing, nuanced, and about your current journey. When she finishes, a man begins a tale of his own in verse. The woman quickly responds with another poem. The entire caravan slows to listen to the entertaining competition. I'll join in with a verse of my own. The whole caravan is shocked when the first line of your poem rings out. You mimic both contestants, adding your own spin on their tales. At last you end with a joke at your own expense, and the peasants wildly applaud. That improved our morale, that's great. What is this up here? It doesn't look like a normal rock formation. You haven't seen Alette for much of the day. When you do find her, she's returning to camp alone from a fair distance away, looking rather sullen. She keeps her eyes on the ground as you approach. Let's sit quietly beside her. I feel like things are changing so quickly, she eventually confides. It's not just that. Everything is going so wrong. I've been talking to Ekkel a lot. This gets your attention. What has he been telling you? He told me how he and Onef are kin. He and Ekkel. Ekkel had a sister who married Onef, but she died a long time ago. They've been bound since, but then Onef left without him. Just left him behind without a word. That's why he came after us. Let's confirm Ekkel's story. Eventually you find Onef back at camp and relate the story. Is that what Ekkel told you? Replies Onef. Then he sighs. It's true about his sister. She died of a fever when we were just married. Surprised he opened up like that. So I left him in Frostvellr, he continues. He'd be fine one day, ready to kill his own men the next. Sometimes he would. I'd make the same decision tomorrow. Man, I don't trust Ekkel around my daughter. Maybe we confront Ekkel? That sounds really aggressive. Let's confront Ekkel. You march directly over to where Ekkel has been, forced to stay, far away from the rest of the caravan. He turns as you approach. What did I tell you, Ekkel? Didn't I say even one wrong look? Who's giving wrong looks? Your girl came to me. Nice of her, I thought, seeing as how she's the only one who gives a damn about the people around here. What in the depths is that supposed to mean? Look at you, running around, saving everyone's hide, making decisions. Good for you. What kind of life is this? Miserable. Are you making it worth living? I see Alette helping the women, cooking food, taking care of the old, playing with the children, talking to outcasts. Did you know she sews up the wounded every time you get them bloodied in a fight? Remember when I said you were a leader? Yeah, They join you, but they follow because of Alette. I know my daughter. Oh, I get it. You think I'm calling you a poor father? No. All I'm saying is, don't ask her to change who she is. These people need one of her, not two of you. Dude, I just don't want you macking on my daughter. What is this rock outcropping here? It's another godstone. The godstone of Merrick looms into view. Upon it, carved a great ocean beast. Jagged stones jut out of the snow like shark fins. It's hard to imagine the Nord-filling wastes being filled with water at one time, but the godstone stands as a reminder of the vast lake it used to look across. "A blessing!" shouts one of the men in your caravan, holding up what looks like a silver coin. "It's a fish scale," he says, pointing out the rainbow pattern that shows in the sunlight. Soon a curious child has found another hiding in the snow, and then a third is discovered. Perhaps they'll bring us luck, you over here. And before long the caravan has become obsessed with gathering the shining scales. Let's cut them off after a reasonable amount of time. When you awake to find people still searching through the snow and shrubs, you call it off. We can't spend another day around here, you tell them. Be glad for the luck you found, and let's go before it runs out. They fret and moan, but eventually you get them back on the trail. Okay, I guess it was kind of even there. We got okay morale back, and then we lost some morale, cutting them off, but we need to continue on our journey. Let another day pass, and we'll see how close we are. I think this is the... Ooh. Oddleaf calls you over, grinning. A row of women holding bows, of differing age and experience, line up before a row of trees in the distance. They fire, doing an impressive job of hitting the trunks. I think they're ready to fill some dredge with feathers. One woman still hasn't shot her arrow. She stands perfectly still. The others watch. Just as the winds shift, she lets go, and her arrow flies nigh to one of the trees, but a snow rabbit that had scurried out from underneath. "Dinner," she says, smiling. A group of men from the caravan approach. "Listen here," says one. "Practice all you want. My wife isn't fighting dredge." The other men agree in chorus. "We don't want to see a battlefield full of dead wives and daughters." Dude, I'm standing by these women becoming fighters. We need their help. The men argue their point, but eventually relent. "Thanks," says Oddleaf. "To be honest, it was harder than I expected, but the more people who can hold their own, the better." The women return to camp, not just as clansmen, but as fighters. Plus 25 fighters, nice. And our morale is improved. Alright, we're going to check the map real quick. Alright, we're just going through these mountains here, but not very close to Grofheim yet. Oh, as you're nodding off to sleep, shouts of "Fire!" pull you back to attention. Flames quickly consume a supply wagon and a few tents. A woman cries out, "My boy!" and points to a burning tent closest to the outlying Varl. Two of the giants are motionless, staring at the spreading fire with terror in their eyes. They're afraid of fires. I'm going to go after the boy myself. Wrapping your cloak around you, the smoke, flames, and tent become a blur as you grab the boy and slice through the back canvas with your hunting knife. You meet the ashamed look of the older Vals, while the crowd cheers on your heroic act. Unfortunately, the supply wagon did not make it. Oh my god, so many supplies lost. What in the depths was that about? You mutter to yourself. Something about the fire, Oddleaf tells you. I've heard of this before. They don't like it. Doesn't change what happened, you think to yourself. 7 days of supplies left. That is not great. You hear a whistle on the wind and spot a long line of Varl far up ahead, heading toward you. Behind them is a swarm of dredge and a trail of bodies leading off to the distance. "Get down there," barks Krumer. We gotta help those guys. It's them! Don't let them spread out, shouts the lead Varl as you approach the battleground. Soon you almost regret finding yourself fighting alongside them, facing off against a daunting number of dredge. Oh, okay. It's not too bad. The two forces are about evenly matched. There's no guarantee of victory here. We need a concerted effort against them. We need to crush their lines. We need to break them so that we can have hope of victory. So we're going to charge. Alright. We're going to rush into battle. Alright, Ekkel. It's Fasolt. It's Fasolt and his men. Alright. We're definitely taking Fasolt. I'm glad to have him back. Ekkel, I think it's time you prove yourself. And we'll send Onef in as well. Alright. Krumer, show me what you got. Let's go. It's not too many of them. This is our formation. Oh, there's a few behind us. We'll let Onef and Ekkel handle those guys. These three need to come up here and handle these. So, alright, let's go. Hang on, I want to see what his forge ahead. Select an ally to move forward in initiative. Okay, that's pretty cool. He has splash damage and 1 strength damage. Alright. Get up there, Krumer. Show me what you got. We can cause some damage to both of them there. Let's get Fasolt up here to help him out. And you get their ranged guys. And he's going to do this weird explodey thing. Ivor, get up there and stab this one in the back. He won't be doing much damage now. This one's going to... What is he doing? They're going to do their explodey thing. Screw it, move through. Start cracking his armor, Onef. Oh, he's going to come up. Oh, Onef. Ooh, that's a lot of damage there. Ekkel, take this one on. Guts? What's that do? Knocks back adjacent units up to 2 tiles, doing 1 damage per tile. Does 1 strength damage and knockback damage to all units adjacent to the target. Okay, we're going to hold that then. In reserve. Hit this guy with a lot of damage there. This one's going to come back and sling something at somebody. At Fasolt. Alright, Oddleaf. Come up and do your stuff. Rain of arrows? Nah, not in range with that, unfortunately. Please get 2 for... Ah, damn it, deflected. Uh-oh, big guy. Ooh, Krumer took a big hit, but it's not too bad. We're going to move out of that. We're going to hit this one, so we can do adjacent damage to all these guys. That's pretty good. Fasolt's back in the fight. We don't have to worry about that one there. It basically can't do any damage. So we're just going to break this one's armor here. Alright, Ivor. This one. I don't want to do any more damage. That blew up. That hurts some of us. It has pretty good range, I'll say that much. Get him, Onef. Yeah, that one's going to go after Ekkel. Damn, that's a lot of break. But he's dead now. Onef! Let's pull all leaf back. No, we're not going to do Rain of Arrows still. Kill that one. Krumer, we need your help with this guy. Yeah, hit him with that big hammer of yours. Ooh, Krumer's getting hurt. Break his armor some more, Fasalt. Ivor's got this guy. You go ahead and keep flinging your rocks at us. They ain't gonna help you. Hit that armor of his, Krumer. That one's gonna hit Krumer. Oh no, he's gonna do his little bomb explodey thing. Now we can start bringing this guy down. However, I think it's more important that we get this guy. He's going after Fasalt. Echo can get this guy. Okay, Krumer's going to get injured now. Damn it. Alright, we're going to make her rest because we can't get in range of that guy without possibly getting blown up by that. Kill this guy. And then we can pillage. And then we'll kill this one, and then we'll get out of here. Alright, let's pull back before they regroup. Okay, they've given us a wide berth and they scattered in the distance. We lost 9 fighters and 3 Varl. That went really well. And Echo pulled his weight. We got some renown. Maybe we'll be able to get some supplies. Isn't this a damn curiosity? This is the second time I've been sent to find a Varl who's heading my direction with humans in tow. What are Dredge doing up here? Gods, does anybody know what's going around in here? They've leveled Grofheim to the ground. We've been losing ground for days. You're unders in Einartoft now. They sent me to gather Krumer and the rest of Wormtow when we ran across this bunch of slag. There's a lot more where they came from. Is this all the Varl you've got, Krumer? What have you been doing, eating each other? Many went to Bloodspalker. Are you telling me Grofheim is completely gone? And Wagnir's dead. Slag on our heels. The Varl you sent off north are probably dead. The world's ending. Come on, this is old news. We're gathering in Einartoft. That's where we need to go right now. Wait. Vassal takes a long moment to look out at the caravan of men, women, and children behind you. Not them. What do you mean, not them? Unless you're a king or a mender, humors don't step foot in Einartoft. Now isn't the time for this discussion. Damn it, Fasholt, who cares about that? What in the depths happened at Grofheim? Before Fasholt can reply, a low rumble grabs your attention, growing louder by the moment. What's going on? Even though it's beyond sight, all eyes turn in Grofheim's direction as the rumbling becomes deafening, transforming quickly into cracking and splintering. It's coming closer. Go! Shouts Fasholt, taking off toward Einartoft. Don't stop until you reach Hatterborg! Oh my god! The mountain... What is that thing?! The mountains are collapsing! Oh my goodness, what is that?! What is this, the worm thing, or is this more mountains appearing? That mountain's going down too! Setting up defenses at this Godstone. We only have 3 days of supplies left. After 3 terrifying days of tremors, you reach the Godstone of Hatterborg, which is teeming with Varl who want to know what is happening. Others busily mend makeshift defenses set up around the godstone of Hatterborg, creator of the Varl. Hold up, pants Fasolt between long gasps of air. We're going to have a talk. You're still standing. Well, most of you. Rest up, then move on. A mountain just sank into the earth, and something is out there. You're just going to send us away? I don't know who you are, but you're not going to Einertoft. There's a couple hundred Varl here who will back that up. Where are we supposed to go? Back the way we came? We're stuck between two mountain ranges. In one direction, a few thousand Varl. In the other, an army of dredge and whatever caused that quake. Einertoft is a Varl city. This shouldn't be news to a Varl. Give it a rest, Fasolt. Don't you recognize who you're talking to? Surprise suddenly flashes across Fasolt's face. The other Varl are starting to come closer now. You hear Ingvar being whispered between them. I think this might be the one person you want to let into Einertoft. Their humans come with me. All of them. Fasolt glances between Ivor and Krumer before stalking away, pushing past the mob of curious onlookers. Ivor, who are you? Some other time, Rook. You spend the rest of the day recovering. Varl come and go in packs, and most of the chatter is about the quake that just sank mountains into the earth, or the dreads that are still on their way. You hear rumors that a massive chasm opened where the earth split. Let's inspect the Godstone. The little you know about Hatterborg is that he was a disciple of the Loom Mother, and learned to create under her guidance. He created a few beasts, but soon became bored with simple animals, and began combining man and beast, ending up with Varl. That's the myth, anyway. One thing is certain, each Varl alive today was created by Hatterborg, and now the god is dead. The Varl here now are the last ones that will ever exist. Profound sadness washes over you. That is fucking sad. Krumer is already here. It is good to pay respects, he says, and you both stand there in silence. Give this to Ingvar, he says, turning to leave. It was once his, and that stubborn ass refuses to take it back. Krumer hands you a massive studded belt. Suddenly, there's a lot of activity. Word comes from below to retreat to the next village over, and you soon see why. A black shadow is sweeping down the valley from the direction of Grafheim, where the quake, or whatever caused it, has obliterated the mountainside. On closer inspection, it's a veritable ocean of dredge, more than you imagined possible. In their midst is a towering giant of a dredge, blood red from head to toe. You gather your things in short order, and join a good many Varl, leaving the Godstone behind. It's the damned end of the world, man. We have 5 days of supplies left. We need more. You notice most of the Varl pacing while others sleep. Their brief conversations with each other and other clansmen grow shorter and sharper. Go away! Roars one Varl at a young girl, asking him too many questions. All the clansmen stop and stare. What's wrong with you? The giant explains, we live in the north for its space. Endless miles of snow, ice, mountains, fields, space to be alone. But here there is no time for such things. Understanding slowly trickles through the caravan, relieving some of the tension. Oh man. It's just getting darker and darker. We only have 4 days of supplies left. A village. Ivor tells you, we can't stay here long. It will take 3 days. Ivor tells you, we can't stay here long. It will take 3 straight days to cross Bora Pass, so stock up. There's no stopping once we leave. He takes off to speak with the other Varl about setting up defenses. Dad, says Alette, appearing at your side, I liked old Ivor. Somewhere in the back of your mind you feel the same way. You focus on preparations instead, realizing that you may be one of the first humans about to set in Einertoft. Well, that was quite a journey. I think now it's a good time to leave off. This has been an interesting time indeed. About 24 days have passed since we left Frostvellr. I'm surprised Eichel has not caused as much trouble as I thought he would, but I think maybe we still have some time before he does cause some trouble. But we'll leave that off for the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and comment down below. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see all you guys in the next one. Bye.